still here. I'm just messing around on Facebook.
Gotcha. All right. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying your vacation. You got your son and all that, so it's cool. I guess everybody else disappeared. I just ordered dinner. Probably be here before 6 o'clock. My wife and I, she was home today. She was off today, and she doesn't feel good. She's got some kind of like a sinus ear infection thing going on, and I didn't feel good today. I woke up last night in the middle of the night. I had chills. No fever, no sweats, just chills. She got up and threw out a blanket on me. And I woke up and the blanket was very heavy. Heavier than it is. I didn't have a fever. My chest is clear and all that. So I feel better today, but that was weird. I had chills in the middle of the night last night.
Ah, bummer, dude. I'm sorry you guys don't feel good. That stinks. Dude, I'll be the first one to admit it. I'm a wimp when it comes to being sick. I'm like, oh my god, it's the worst. It's the worst ever. You know, so I don't want to go to work. Like if I like feel the slightest bit off, man, it's like, man, this sucks. It's like all I think about. You know, so I feel for you, bud. I feel for both of you guys. That's a shame. I wonder if you're gonna go to the doctor. If you guys or she's gonna go to the doctor.
I decided I was going to wait and see how I felt and whether or not I went. So if I feel this way tomorrow, probably won't go. I've had this before where I've had like chills and body ache, and then it went away. So we'll see. Hopefully I feel much better now. So hopefully tomorrow I'll feel alright. We shall see.
Oh, well, good. Yeah, see, that's the worst for me is the chills and the body aches and, like, the cold sweats. God, they're the worst. Cold sweats are the worst. They're just so uncomfortable, you know? And especially if I'm at work because I'm like, you know, because I'm in and out a lot, outside, inside, and so I'm always putting a sweatshirt on or a jacket on, and so I'll be like sweating inside, and then I put that on to go outside, and it's freezing out. Ugh, it's the worst, man.
Yep, no, I know, I hear you. I had probably the worst flu I ever had in my life. It was around 1996, I think it was. And it was during the holidays. And I was living down in Yonkers. I had just moved up to Yonkers from Brooklyn. And I had the flu. This was when I was at the paint store. I had the flu so bad. I was home for like a week. I missed Christmas with my mom and my cousins and all that stuff. And there was one night when I had the chills so bad, I just couldn't stop. Couldn't stop shaking. I turned the oven on, and I opened the oven door, and I straddled it with my legs, and I threw a blanket over my back. And just let the heat from the oven finally made me stop shivering. It was unbelievable.
Man, that's brutal. Yeah, we've all kind of been there. And stuff like that. Man, I've gotten migraines so bad before where George, I literally curl up in a ball. And like I bring my knees up to my chest but I'm like laying down, you know, like on my knees, like on my stomach, like that. And I've been in that position a couple times because of headaches. It's so bad at times. Yeah, so I don't wish that stuff on anybody. So anyway, yeah, I guess everybody did did an Irish exit there. Paul and I guess Timmy were back and forth, and I guess Paul and I went back and forth for a little bit, and everybody was gone. I guess nobody wanted to add to our conversation, so they said, "See ya."
Yep. Well, I had to go in and consult with Mrs. LJO as to what she wanted for dinner, and do a couple of other things. I was away from the radio for a little bit, but there was a lot of chatter going on anyway, so. But no, I used to watch The Sopranos, and yeah, that was kind of brutal. That was when I stopped watching. I didn't like that at all.
Yeah, I'm not big on those real graphic scenes, you know. I'm really not. I don't. I definitely don't like them. That's for sure. They and there's been some other movies. Like I'll be honest, I can't name them. There was one where there was a rape scene, and it was disturbing. It's a wonder. It's why, you know, I guess it's, you know, we live in the country we live in. You know, there's anything's out there for you to find on the internet. You know, but not everything's for me.
No, I know. I'm not big on horror movies. I don't like horror movies at all. People getting cut up and all. It's not for me. You know, and depending on how graphic the scenes were, The Sopranos, they were all basically bad guys, you know, if you look at it realistically. But, you know, the girl, some poor dumb innocent girl working at a freaking titty bar, and then she gets beaten to death. That was, and rolled up in a carpet. That was when I was like, nah, I don't want to watch this anymore.
Yeah, that's pretty brutal, man. So yeah, I don't do much. It's, I don't know. I guess series watching. Well, especially during baseball season, because that's all I watch during baseball season. But this time of year, yeah, I watch Discovery Channel at times. I watch Travel Channel. I was never big on movies either. I watch a lot of documentaries this time of year. Lots of documentaries, to be honest with you. And then, you know, the nights that the television isn't on, I'm messing around with the kid, or we're watching YouTube on our phones or something, you know. But that's one thing doesn't go on much in this household is time spent on phones. Now that he's here, I try to like put my phone away and encourage not using it as much as possible. He's real good with that, though. He's really good with that. If I don't want him on his phone, or if there's anything else to do besides, you know, be on his phone, he's doing it.
Well, that's good. That's good. I mean, you know, I was an only child, and I had friends and all, but there were plenty of times when I was on my own to entertain myself, and I had my erector set, and I had my trains, and then in later years I had my multi-band portable radio that I used to listen to the fire and the police on with no squelch. And it didn't bother me. I didn't know what squelch was. Who knew, you know? It's like they stopped talking. And you hear And then in my teens, the CB radios, you know. So I always had things to entertain myself. And we didn't have those phones. We didn't have a computer, you know. You wanted to get a hold of one of your friends, you had to call the house, you know. Hey, Mrs. McCabe, is Eddie there? Oh, tell him I called. Or you'd have a prearranged meeting spot. And for any given day, and whoever showed up that day showed up. We didn't have cell phones. It's amazing what you have in the palm of your hand when you're holding one of these phones is, you know, more powerful than the computer on a lot of spaceships.
Oh, for sure. It's a lot more powerful than a lot of the desktops people are on. Too, you know. But you're right. Well, the other day, he was grounded. He was grounded for, 4 days or so. I got in a little trouble at school. And there, he walks up right...
I knew exactly who you were talking about.
That's funny. Oh, God, George. As soon as I go to say that, he walks up right behind me.
Is he holding any weapons?
He's not. Hold on, George. I'll be right back.
Yeah, okay. No problem. Remember the Menendez brothers.
Alright, sorry about that. He was just wondering when dinner was going to be ready. I'm making subs, making hoagies tonight. So, but yeah, he got himself in a little trouble at school, so he was grounded, and so he had a little bit of a hard time trying to find things to do without his phone, and without this PlayStation, because he was spending a lot of time on it there. So we're going to cut back on the PlayStation time and the and the phone time, have kind of a limit, because you have to, they're kids, they want to stay on it. If you give them enough rope, they're going to take it. So got to kind of rein it in a little bit, but for the most part, he does do really well. If there's something else to do, he's usually doing it, and he spends a lot of time with his friends on the weekends and things like that. So, that's the story on that. So, what are you guys getting for dinner, George? Speaking of dinner.
Kathy's getting chicken parm and I'm getting eggplant parm, and I ordered some chicken soup for tomorrow to have for lunch. And I got some spinach with garlic on the side with mine, no pasta. She got pasta. And it comes with they make a nice salad at this place. It's right around the corner. So, it'll be here before 6 o'clock. So it's pretty traditional, standard stuff. Nothing sophisticated.
Yeah, okay, well, I'm going to get out of here. These sideband guys are coming up, and I think the band's going long, because you're really starting to take fades, George. So I think the band is changing. Or it's just acting up at the moment. But I'm going to get on out of here. And go make dinner for us. But good to hear you tonight, George. Great signal this evening. Always good to hear you. Hope Kathy feels better. Hope you feel better. And guys get back to 100% sooner rather than later. 'Cause, man, I don't wish being sick on anyone. Like I said, I'm a wimp. I am a when it comes to it. So I feel for you guys. I'll catch you later, George, and all the shortwave listeners. W3MMR.
All right, Perry. Yes, good signal too. I think the new location is a new improvement. Definitely a couple of dB there. No, a couple S units. Have fun. Always good to talk to you. 7-3. And I think, the jury's out on me, but I don't have to go anywhere. She has to go to work tomorrow, theoretically, even though she's got tons of sick time. But she said she's going to work, so we'll see what happens. Adios, my friend. Take care. N2LJO.
Alright, good for her. That's the spirit. Catch you later. 7-3. W3MMR.